about the fortress from my father, but seeing it in person really drives home its incredible scale. Oh yeah, your father helps train the Imperial Army in swordsmanship, doesn't he? I can see why he's so busy if he's going around training all the soldiers in places this massive. Indeed, I feel like the reality of that is finally sinking in for me as well. I have no idea how his teachings are actually being applied though. Perhaps we'll have the opportunity to find out during today's military training exercise. I'm looking forward to it. See what you think. The soldiers here seem pretty well trained. Pretty well equipped too, like you'd expect from the Empire's biggest fortress. You need to put in some serious prep time if you want to topple it. B, I'm not sure that's something you should say within earshot of the soldiers. Old habits die hard, huh? Seriously, don't say that. We're here as guests, not terrorists, okay? Just to hook it up, learn, and... Okay, maybe piss off a few soldiers. That's just by accident now. Me. Huh? So you're the students who have come to tour the fortress? Yes, sir. Wearing an officer's uniform, so I wonder who he is. This is Lieutenant General Walter, Commander of Garrelia Fortress. He also serves as Division Commander for the 5th Armored Division. Where's you stationed here? Ah, I apologize for not greeting you sooner, sir. Thank you for granting us the opportunity to tour the fortress. It really is an honor. Well, at least you aren't lacking in manners. Hardly built like a soldier, though. I have no doubt that you'd be... I have my doubts that you'd be able to endure the military's training regimen with a physique like that. You sure you're training them properly, Major? My apologies, sir. Though, I hear the Academy has a former bracer as their combat instructor. They must really be scraping bottom. I've heard of proper lightning before, of course, but as a bracer, it is still a bracer. Leaving such an important role in the hands of a civilian is ridiculous. The famous Thors isn't what it used to be. I'm not surprised it's here. It's like he fills in every box on the checklist for stereotypical Imperial Army soldier. Anyways, Fortress Commander, allow me to welcome you to Garrelia. Keep in mind, though, that we're constantly on alert for potential threats from the east. I have no problem with your class conducting your field study here, but see that you don't get in the way. Of course, sir. Very well, I'll take my leave here, as I have business to... He's certainly strict. Well, he is responsible for keeping one of the Empire's most vital defense fortifications running smoothly. Considering the ongoing tensions between the Empire and the Republic, you should be grateful he allowed you to come at all. I won't forget it. I'm afraid I must excuse myself as well. You're welcome to tour the rest of the fortress, but don't try to enter the command center. Of course, good luck with your work instructor. I'll see you later. Yeah, I probably shouldn't try and go in there unless I want to fight. Okay, so what should we do as our next plan of attack? Where do we want to go? Mortar pool seems to be the closest one. Well, the mortar pool and whatever the hell's over there. So go to the mortar pool first. I'm curious as to what they're using. Let's have us a look. Come on, what you got in store for us? A lot less than I thought you would. Not connected to a base of some kind. Right, that's what the other door led to. What's out here? Okay, I want to go out there, but I'm really... Fuck it, let's see. Curious as to how big it is. Come on, give us some scale. And I don't mean your banana for scale thing. The size of this place! Oh, given those uniforms, you must be the students from Thors. Feel free to look around how you like, but try to stay out of our way. We're all incredibly busy at the moment. So if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you to make your way to the corridor over there instead of hanging out over here. Oh, understand. Understood. Thank you very much. I was gonna go somewhere else, but okay. I'm going to explore indoors a little more, but I'm stuck out here now. Who wants to talk? Garcella and this guy. They told us not to pass it up, so I'm leaving them alone. Hey guys. Guys, are you okay? I'm just kind of shocked by how different the atmosphere here is from Center Gate. Well, it is a major military base right on the border of Crossbell. I never imagined it would be quite this big, though. This place is such a departure from Zender Gate that I can hardly believe that this is the same military. Although perhaps this is the true face of the Imperial Army. Maybe, yeah. Jesus, this fortress is the very definition of oversized, and that ignoring the excessive display of military power. I imagine that the posturing is meant to show the Cruiserian Provincial Army that they could crush them on a whim. I forgot what this place probably means to you and your family, huh? I suppose. Well, I don't agree with my father's actions. I can't say I'm very comfortable with this fortress's presence either. In fact, I find it hard to believe that anyone could sleep peacefully near a fortress like this. Especially peacefully in the fortress like this. What is it? Aw, guess you can't see it from here after all. Wouldn't be able to see it from where the railway guns are, but they'll get mad if I get too close to them. What are you up to now, Milliam? You know that huge orchard tower where they're holding the trade conference? I'm trying to get a good view of that. Oh yeah, they mentioned it in the Imperial Chronicle on the radio. Can you really see it from all the way over here? That'd be incredible. Would I ever lie to you? Aw, I wish I could have gone with Gramps instead of being stuck in some stupid field study. Why don't you join Class 7 then? Speaking of which, they're going to be holding the keynote session there tomorrow, right? I wonder what they'll be talking about during it. Most people are thinking it's just so they can decide finance rules and stuff for Western Zemuria. But I think it's really going to end up being about who Crossbow really belongs to. Knowing Gramps, they might even try to get Crossbow to become a part of Erebonia. Seriously? The prince has got to be there too, so it's probably just to try and shake everybody up a bit. Unbelievable. It was there too though, so here's some. Don't use Lammy when you're here, okay? It's one rule. Now that I'm out here, can I go back? I kind of want to explore the mortar pool a bit more. This does not look promising to me. Nope, no, okay. Can we warp back? Nope. I have to be that guy, but how do I go back? Maybe if I go towards the wall, it'll take. Supposedly. There we go. Return to the fortress. It's just not marked on the map as an actual exit, so I was a bit concerned I was trapped. Okay. Let's go to the top. Seems that this is the hangar for tanks and armored cars. It's kind of staggering to see so many of them lined up in one place, though. Seriously? Holy shit! They really overdid it here, huh? Could you show off a little less? Bugger me, how many cars do you need? Again, that's a major military operation, look it up. I'm not looking forward to this. You've never seen any military exercise before, right, Ray? Yeah, this will be my first time. I take it you have then. Yeah, my dad showed me one the last time he brought me out here. He really does want me to join the military. I really don't think I'll ever be studied for the way he is though. I get where you're coming from. The more I hear about his dad, the more curious I get. I'm not entirely sure how to feel seeing so many archstends lined up like this. The Emperor Company makes these, don't they? Unfortunately so. I'm sure they'll be using them for this military exercise too. As far as I can tell, they'll be pitted against the older automated models. That sounds pretty brutal. The older tanks won't stand a chance. Well, that's kind of the point. They want to show off just how easily the archstends can dominate them. Well, you don't get the chance to go eyes on with this stuff every day. I'll take the opportunity to see for myself just how competent they are. That's just like her. I think I ran out of classmates. That's the command area about there. Are sure that's not true? Have we talked to... We don't make Crow. Wait, no, we didn't meet Crow. There's a chest, so I'm getting the chest. But I don't particularly see anyone. Okay, I see a chest, but I don't see any way to get to it. So, I'm just into the fortress right now. Which makes me think that I'm So maybe... That was me falling off my chair, by the way. Sliding. Maybe if I go up here... where haven't I been? Brake platform? Water pill? Over here, I guess. This is the only place I haven't been yet. Dum-de-dum-de-dum-de-dum, along we go. Can I go in here? It's locked, you won't be able to explore past here. Okay, I can't go in there. Where haven't I been? That's a good question. Alright, so we talked to the ladies, and we went to the command post, and we went outside, and we went to the motor pool. Then... did we go out that way? I don't think we did. All the way down here, where we came in, we didn't explore. At least I don't think we did. I could be horribly wrong here. But... looks like this is the Fortress's airport. There might come a day when I find myself in the mountain. Well, I knew I missed Crow. There he is. Hey guys. Crazy. It really is night and day. Yeah, it's hard to imagine two places more diametrically opposed. What's wrong, you two? Oh, we're just talking about how different this place is to Jurai. Jurai was super lively, but this place... I think Crow's having withdrawal now that he's someone without easy access to a casino at all times. I can imagine. It seems like everyone's talking about Jurai these days, though. Was it really that amazing? It was. I didn't really know what to expect with the recent annexation by Arabonia, but everything looked fine to me. It had offices, an entertainment district, and all the people I saw were thoroughly enjoying themselves. I'd go as far as to say they're happy to be under the Imperial government's control. I don't know if I'd go quite that far. Oh? That little bird told me Chancellor Osborne was the one behind the annexation in the first place. It also told him that he used some pretty forceful tactics to get them to agree. And of course, most of their tax money takes a brand new detour straight into the Imperial government's pockets. I wouldn't be surprised if he made the annexation happen just to fatten his pocketbook. But paying taxes is a citizen's duty, right? It's only natural that they do so now that they're under the Arbonia's protection, right? So this is a pretty complicated issue. I'm gonna go excuse myself. See you guys. I think I'm out of options of places to go though. This is the last one. This bulletin is to inform all Thor students the preparations for today's military exercises are now complete. Please assemble in the hangar immediately. Your transport is standing by. I repeat. That's the thought that I know it. Time must have passed more quickly than I thought. I suppose I should start making my way towards the hangar. Maybe I'll run into the others. We boarded the armored cars and set off towards the training ground. The inside of the armoured cars was narrow and cramped, and the smell of machine oil hung in the musty air. The cars shook and rattled over the uneven ground, tumbling us around like iron coffins on wheels. Eventually, after enduring 10 minutes of jaw-rattling travel, unable to even peek outside of the scenery, we finally arrived at Guerrilla Fortress's military. Wow, Ashton, main battle tanks. plenty of other model tanks out there too. It even looks like they have air shows here. Oh yeah, like the ones you saw in North. Oh, cool. So that's Ellie's dad. I don't see the family resemblance. Looks like the hair made the jump. Reporting Lieutenant General. Very good, Neinhardt. And Instructor Valentine, I believe. Pleased to meet you. Me too. It's an honor to make your acquaintance, Lieutenant General Craig. Allow me to extend my deepest thanks for agreeing to cooperate with us for the Academy's curriculum today. Think nothing of it. Now, these fine youngsters may one day hold positions in the Imperial Army, after all. Besides, owe a lot to old General Van Dyke. And these must be... what a piercing stare. So this is Craig the Red. Elliot, my boy! It's so good to see you again! Huh? It must be half a year now since I last saw you. How you been? That's a sharp-looking uniform you got too. I've seen the photos, but it looks even better on you in person. Dad, come on! You still got a long way to go if you think you could... if you want to put on some real muscle. There's a part of me that hopes you'll stay my little cheddar forever, though. But you're a man of Erebonian. The men of the Empire must be strong, stout, and ready for action. It was for your own good that as a man that I held back my tears and enrolled you in the military academy. Dad, I can't breathe. I feel like everything I've been told about him was a lie now. There do seem to be some differences to the stories. You kidding me? He seems like a cool guy. What a delightful commanding officer you have, Major. Words fail me. Dad, knock it off. I'll tell Fiona. I'm Lieutenant General Olaf Craig, Commander of the Imperial Army's 4th Armored Division. I've been entrusted with the role of overseeing today's joint military exercise. Pleased to make her... Likewise, sir. It's a pleasure, sir. You've got one heck of a dad, Elliot. Believe me, I feel it in the bones. Now, let me give you a brief rundown of what will be happening. This exercise will consist of a simulated battle conducted by 2 of our armored divisions. Armored regiments at the formation's center, infantry, armored cars, and airships will work in tandem, using their maneuverability to their fullest to obliterate the target. As our targets today, we will be using the previous model tanks that have been decommissioned from service. Autopilot functionality will allow them to evade and return fire, but they've only been armed with paint pellets. However, all other regiments taking part in today's exercise will have been equipped with live ammunition. Huh? So you intend to actually destroy the other tanks? Huh, would have to be a live fire exercise if we didn't. The current time is 1400 hours. Well, we will now begin today's joint military exercise. Armored Divisions 4 and 5 commence combat operations. Glory to the Empire and the Imperial Army, begin! Yeah! 5th Armored Division, Armored Regiment will advance first. Armored Car Regiment and Infantry Regiment follow their lead. 4th Armored Division, Armored Regiment and Infantry Regiment advance together. Armored Car Regiment deploy to the left. Certainly potent. This is the kind of firepower it takes to fight a modern war? You said those tanks were architects. Yeah, they're a type of main battle tank the Frankfurt company developed 2 years ago. I've seen their spec sheets, but seeing their power firsthand tells you what numbers decimal point won. They might be the strongest heavy tanks on the continent. And the Imperial Army's got a couple hundred of those in the wings, huh? That's kinda crazy. You try fighting things like these head on, you won't stand a chance. That's as true for our own nation as it is for others. I just can't get used to this. Just the sound of the artillery firing is enough to make me start shaking. And I think that's something you should get used to. I mean, if the sound of guns and warfare ever stopped bothering you, I'd be kinda worried. Afraid? I guess it's another kind. Thus, the military exercise. The 4th Armoured Division, led by Lieutenant General Craig, withdrew to an encampment near the fortress. Meanwhile, we returned to the fortress where Major Neinhardt outlined the results of the training exercise. After that, sorry you had to wait for us to finish. Don't worry about it, we're the guests here after all. That's your consideration. At the very least, I'd say dinner was 1,000,000 times better than lunch was. I mean, it's hash beef day. That's an Imperial Armoured tradition, isn't it? Oh, just the smell is making me hungry. Oh yeah, where'd your instructor go? She's a real looker. I was hoping to get a chance to talk to her. She went to see the fortress commander with Instructor Meinhardt. She did ask us to eat without her tonight. Ah, right. Well, if she's with Major Neinhardt, it's hard to compete with those guys from the 4th Armoured Division. It'd be enough if they just had Craig the Red, but now they got the Major too, and he's kinda scary. Like a division of muscle men. Anyway, we shouldn't keep you tied up any longer. Your hash beef's gonna go cold. See you tomorrow, guys. Wow, it's actually delicious. It's like night and day compared to what we had for lunch. You're telling me? Aw, come on guys, what's with all the gloomy faces? You think you guys might have had a bit too rosy of an outlook? What were you expecting to see out here? I'm sure you can understand at least a little how we feel. It's like everything we've learned in our time at the academy has been for nothing. Academics, the arts, individual skill in combat. None of those matter in the slightest in real warfare, do they? It's true. If all you're looking to do is fight a war, then you don't need those. All you'd need is plenty of troops at your command and the latest weaponry and overwhelming firepower. Assuming you know the tactics to use them well and the strategy that employs them effectively, I suppose. The Ashtons are even more powerful than I was expecting them to be, too. I remember my mother boasting about the capabilities when she was trying to sell them to the army 2 years ago, but to be honest, I'm feeling somewhat disheartened as well. I can't see there being a place for swords on the battlefield with weapons like those on the front lines. Well, I don't think that means individual combat skill doesn't matter at all. Still, I think maybe we've been misunderstanding something important all this time. What we saw in that military exercise today was the power in its purest form. It has no morality of its own. It exists to bring about a result, regardless of the ideals or principles of those who wield it. That's true. In a sense, the same could be said of our sword or a gun. And all the way on up to something as huge as Guerrilla's railway guns too. I think I finally understand why they wanted us to watch that military exercise in the first place. They could have just taught us in a less roundabout fashion. Well, it looks like he didn't wait for me to start the... Instructor Sarah? So you spoke with the commander? Sure did. I've got an up-to-date info on the trade conference too. As well as all the latest... Huh? So there's no information about the Imperial Liberation Front? Anyway, before I get to that, let me explain what you'll be doing tomorrow. In the morning, you're scheduled to participate in the Imperial Army's physical fitness training. In the afternoon, you'll be attending a special lecture, where I'll bring you up to speed on that info I just mentioned. After that, you've been granted special permission to view. I see. Looking forward to that. Sounds like we've got a pretty packed schedule. Well, I did bring you all the way out here, so we might as well make the most of it. Every nation possesses power in the form of a military, whether that military is large or small. Karelia Fortress just happens to have that power in a very striking, easy to understand form. As a student of a military academy, you have an obligation to know the scale of the power. The Empire of Erebonia wields the present, a power you might one day be in charge of yourselves. What? Anyway, even a meeting that long couldn't keep me away from trying the famous harsh beef rice. I've heard it's the only decent food they have around here, so I've been looking forward. We should probably finish eating. Yeah, well, it's gotten a bit cold now. Maybe I'll go and ask for seconds. Ooh, Eustace, if you don't want the rest of yours, can I have it? I was gonna throw it away. Okay, that should do it. Alright, that covers today's quota. Phew, I'm looking forward to a nice long bath. Well, you know how every time there's a military exercise coming up, the workload gets pretty crazy like this? Still, at least managing inventory has gotten a lot easier thanks to the orbital net. They've got everything hooked up to the network over in Cospel, right? Wish the Empire would get on that a bit more. Think of the utility. Well, from the sounds of it, you need special equipment to send signals through a wired connection to make use of it. And considering the size of the Empire, it's probably going to be quite a while before it's widespread. Huh? An orb mail? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. This right here is the problem with the orbital net. There's no such thing as off hours when they can just send you orders. Huh? What's going on? So get this. They're planning on doing some extra exercise tomorrow. That means we gotta outfit 20 Archstains with C units by tomorrow. 20! Seriously? Might as well start up another pot of coffee. We're in for an all-nighter for sure. Do we even have that many C units left? Actually, another lot came by freight just this evening. Exactly 20, if you can believe it. Guess we'll have to get it done. Damn it, at least let us take a shower. I'm gonna head down to the mess hall and grab some snacks.